We are back, and doesn't it feel freaking good? What's going on, guys? Brandon Harden here. Hope you're having a great day. It is the 7th of April, and this is the first video back after 7 weeks off while I've been marinating in this very office doing this exact same thing, just without the camera. But today I'm going to take you guys to the garden and break down where the hell I've been for the last almost 2 months before the vlogs kick back off officially, because I feel like there's quite a lot to cover. We've got my trusty tripod that I've blown the dust off, because this is what I'm going to be using to take you downstairs to talk in the sun, to break down what's been going on. I've recommissioned all of my camera stuff that has just been used to make shoots, but now we're back on YouTube, so it's going to be used to film the sickest videos that you've ever seen. We're going to leave Stu. Usually we're just here sat together. This is my partner in crime. Looking a bit skinny, bro. What's going on? And today is as good as any, because the weather for the past week has been honestly incredible in the UK. It's been 15 to 20 degrees. It honestly kind of feels like we've jumped into summer. I know it's going to be taken away from us at some point, but it's not going to matter, because me and Stu are going to Germany this weekend. I'm going to tell you why at the end of the video, because we've got a crazy event to go to and experience that I'm going to be sharing with you as well. But first, we're going to the garden. See you in a bit. Quite a lot's changed, to be honest, in this short period of time. We even have a new car. It's over there. You may know what it is if you follow me on Instagram. We got rid of the R8. I'm going to show you what the car is in one of the next videos, but there was a big reason for it. And the new car that I've got, it's weird to say, but I actually massively prefer it, even though it's massively slower and I guess a lot less sought after. Like, this might be someone's dream car, but like an R8 or like a Nissan GTR, Lamborghini, Ferrari, those are like the dream cars that most people have. And I have literally decided that this is way better for me. Oh shit. We have made it to the garden. My lovely neighbor, the lady that lives below me, just gave me this chair, hopefully I don't break it, to sit down and talk on. The grass, although it's sunny, is probably still a little bit damp, and after 10 minutes of talking to you guys, I'm gonna be sitting up with a wet ass, and I definitely don't want that. All right, so, oh, this is awesome. Got some green, the sun's shining behind me. I'm loving the fact that the clocks have changed now, that we actually have longer days in the UK, because it was getting to the point where at some point in Jan, Feb, I was like, it was dark at 4 o'clock and I was like, there is literally no time to feel like I'm existing in the day, because the day's over before it's even freaking started. But now we're on the up. But it's time now to sort of talk about what has been going on for the last 7 weeks, especially considering the last video that I made. I was like, I'm gonna take YouTube more consistently. I wanna start filming more regularly. In me saying that I wanted to do that, like, I was of true volition. Like, I really wanted to just like consistently film again and come back to YouTube and share my life and stuff. But when I made the video, when I was editing it and after I posted it, it was almost like I felt internally like I wasn't ready to do that yet. Before I say what's been happening over the last 7 weeks, I want to kind of talk about why that is. When you've made videos for the last 9 years of your life, like I started YouTube when I was 18 years old. I guess it's been 10 years because I'm now 28. It's been 10 years, like a decade of my life has been recorded, and that's an incredible thing for me, because the only reason I started making YouTube videos, I wanted to be able to look back on my life and experience it again and again and again, especially if I became elderly and started to forget things, especially when your memory doesn't serve you as well as it once did. You're able to go back, and the same way you guys would maybe, like, unless you record your life as well, you'd go on your camera roll on your phone, you'd scroll down, you'd see all these incredible memories, and you'd be able to watch videos and pictures of like your best moments. The reason I made a YouTube channel was so I could do exactly that, and I kind of did it because I wanted to travel the world and make money online sharing my journey and all the goals that I had for myself and all the things I wanted to achieve. One of those was to reach 1 million subscribers. We did it. Another one was a pro card. We did it. Another one was make a company that would generate £1 million in profit. We did it. And the coolest thing about all that is I can go back and watch how all of it happened. But here's the caveat with that. You also share moments in time that are almost a little bit too painful to look back at, that hold too much weight, that it almost feels like a chapter of your life was represented by what was in those videos. I'm gonna briefly touch on this because I don't want it to be the entirety of what this video is about, but obviously, as you guys know, I dated someone for 4 years, and that didn't end so well. I documented that entire relationship. Our first time meeting, our first workout together, our first airport, hello and goodbye, our first moments of distance, like every good time was documented with that person. Now, When that sort of ended, it wasn't that like my YouTube channel seemingly was just a documentation of my relationship, because it was all the things that I did in my life, whether it be bodybuilding, whether it be chasing after the pro card, the show days that I was doing, the hardships I was going through, my personal life, friend life, everything. It had literally everything in it. But with the fact that at the start of last year, that whole thing ended. When I would make YouTube videos after prep ended, after I tore my shoulder, after I was like trying to like find love back for the gym and get back into it after I lost my routine, because I literally couldn't train because my shoulder wouldn't heal properly if I continued to train upper body. We had some lower body days, but I needed time off, which broke the routine, broke my love and passion for training, and then I had to refine that again. When making videos, it almost felt like I was trying to keep a past version of myself alive, which ended with that one person. You know what I mean? It's really strange, and I had a lot of like personal moments with myself. My reason for wanting to continue to do this, I had to revisit why I started making videos in the first place, why I fell in love with bodybuilding, why I wanted to make a business, and why I'm here, and what my personal mission is for my existence on this earth. And that still to this day stands as the exact reason why I started. So this video almost is a representation of a chapter being completely closed, not just verbally, spiritually, however you want to look at it, inside. This is a representation of that sort of chapter completely ending. Making videos for the right reasons, not because it feels like I'm trying to keep some part of me that used to be alive, the content creator or the YouTuber I used to see myself as. There was the tear of the shoulder, there was the prep that never happened, there was getting over the breakup, there was trying to refine the love as why you started YouTube and documenting in the first place, which seemingly died with one person, but then had to be refound through my own self and the reason I started creating in the first place, which isn't complicated. It's nothing to be overthought about. It's because I just want to remember shit, and through doing that, hopefully inspire someone to do exactly the same thing. Chase after goals that scare you more than a nightmare would. Set out to do things that very few people ever get the chance to do. At the start of this year, I set myself a few goals. One of them was to have an incredible Hardbody shredding series, and to have my redemption prep now with the knowledge of how to not tear a muscle into now having a successful prep where I actually make the pro debut, which has been going very, very well in terms of the off season. Ever since it started, I've gained about 6.5 kilos. So the off season is going very well. We are packing on weight. I have refound my love for bodybuilding. I'm enjoying training probably more than I ever have. The feeling that I get in the gym when I get a pump almost feels better than it was when I was a kid, when I started lifting. It could have something to do with the insulin and the GH that I'm taking, because the pump does feel great, but that's beside the point. The thing that really matters about all this, the thing that I wanted to share the most, is that I wanted to let you guys know on a personal level that I am not just doing good, I'm doing fantastic. I'm now happier than I've ever been. I've now been able to dig myself out of a hole, almost fake reasons for not doing things, for holding myself back, and that is the emulation of an internal excuse that I refuse to make anymore. I've been distracting myself with tasks like quadrupling the business. The month we had February, like 2 months ago, we made as many sales as we made on Black Friday, which is the most fruitful time for any business. Now that's our new base. Like, I couldn't be happy with the way things are going, so finances are in a better place than they ever have been. That's not important though, I'm just letting you guys know. The bodybuilding journey has picked itself back up and it's going amazing. Hopefully Callum is happy with where we are. I'm still with Callum, by the way, the guy that did the prep for me to get the pro card. I've been with Callum now for the past 6 years, and he has put up with some shit. I'm not exactly an easy person to coach. I just need to be better, to be honest, but above all else, everything is going really well, and I'm very happy to essentially record what is going to be the next chapter. And what that looks like is everything I've set up at the start of the year from January, February, and onwards, which is all the products we're going to drop with Hardbody, all of the designs that we have that are now under the sampling process. So many things, clothing and equipment, are currently under production because they've passed sampling, they've been approved, and I'm very happy with the fact that they will carry us into the next sort of realm of where the business will be. That's all going well. We've got meetups planned, we've got campaigns planned, we've got places that we're going to go, we've got countries we want to go to, because another goal that I set myself out to achieve this year was not only to have the best shredding series, but it was also to travel to 4 different countries I've never been to before. One is happening this weekend, and it's Germany. Never been to Germany. The event that I spoke about this weekend in the office when I started the video is FIBO, my supplement sponsor, ESN, which by the way are absolutely incredible. I didn't know how incredible it could be to work for a company of this stature, but they look after you, they are attentive, they sort you out, they care about their athletes, and they've flown me out to Germany to probably have one of the best weekends I'm probably ever gonna have in my entire life. I've booked Stu a ticket because he's gonna film for me. We're gonna document the entire thing. I think Christian Guzman's gonna be there, the guy that owns Alphalete. He is friends with the owners of ESN. Potentially Sebum is gonna be there. I've not seen Chris in like 4 years. He's gonna be there because I'm pretty sure the overhead company that owns ESN is part ownership of now Raw. Don't take this like as fact, by the way. It's just hearsay at this point. There's loads of things that are sort of happening, but it's bringing all of these incredible people together that have met in different parts of my life, all phasing together. Like, I haven't seen Christian in a while, ever since I judged the summer shredding show in Toronto a year ago. I haven't seen Chris since we went snowboarding in Montreal. I haven't been to an expo as big or as incredible as the FIBO Expo, which is apparently substantially bigger than the only expo I've ever been to. Well, I've been to 2. I went to the Toronto Pro Show Expo, which is kind of small in comparison to the Arnold and Body Power. Arnold used to be Body Power, but now is all held at the NEC in Birmingham. So I'm freaking excited. The whole weekend's planned. I received the itinerary this morning, which is crazy because all these people from all around the world, even Jack Eagles, who just competed, he's a hard body athlete. He's gonna be there. Ryan Price is gonna be there, but with a different company. He's also a hard body athlete. All of my favorite people in the world are gonna be in one place for one weekend for one purpose: to have a freaking sick time. So yeah, that's pretty much the update. I don't want to drag this video on too long. I want to get straight back into making the videos that I love to make. It's not I do like making these sort of videos because it's an opportunity for me to talk to you as if like I know you, like as if we're friends, or we just like bumped into each other at the gym and we're just like catching up. We haven't seen each other for a little bit, which is a very one-sided conversation, I understand. It sounds like I'm speaking a lot about me. This is my YouTube channel. I am updating you about my life. I wish all of you could talk back to me and tell me all the things that you've gone through over the last 7 weeks and all the things that you've achieved or set out to achieve and all the things you're excited to do this year. Maybe let me know in the comments some things that you've got like set out for yourself to do. The most important thing about this video is actually having it as a starting point or somewhat of a launch pad to propel myself to start creating all the videos that I love to make, which is being in the gym and lifting heavy ass shit, which is traveling the world, sharing my experiences, which is sharing the people that I've met and the experiences I have, which is building companies, which is making loads of money, which is seeing parts that... I'm getting carried away. I'm just excited to record everything, and in the best way possible, because believe it or not, I like telling a story. I like being creative. There's a reason I have a bunch of different lenses. There's a reason I have a drone. There's a reason, because these are all tools to help me tell the story that I want to create, to furthermore and continue to look back on moments of my life. And hopefully this can act as somewhat of a middle ground for the next 10 years, because obviously I'm 28 years old now. Eventually I would love to have a family. I would love to get a dog. I would love to have kids. I would love to build a house. I want to build a gym. With all this money that Hardbody's making, eventually we are going to have a Hardbody gym. Like, we've got to spend it somewhere. There's going to be a lot to record. There's going to be a lot to show. And obviously this place, YouTube, is the best place on the planet to do so, because it's not short form content. It's not for people that have short attention spans that can't reach it to like the end of a 15-minute video. It's for people that are truly invested in being part of this and hopefully taking something from these videos that they can attach to their own life. The amount of times I meet people in the street, I watched your videos 2 years ago, I watched your videos 5 years ago or 8 years ago, and now I'm doing this. I just got my pro card. I'm now taking bodybuilding seriously. I actually said last year that if anyone starts a business, please come to me on Instagram and DM me and let's go back and forth about it. I've had 3 people start whole entire companies that have done exactly that, which almost means that I have completed this mission of what I set out to do, which is inspire people to do the same thing I'm doing, because that's literally what they've done. I'm gonna start rambling now. The time says 18 minutes and 42 seconds, but guys, I'm excited to be back. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you if there was an Alphalete drop and use code Hardbody. Thank you if you have supported me with ESN. I appreciate you. If you have gotten anything from hardbody.store, my baby, my business, within the last 4.5 years, thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you have no idea the life you have given me and the freedom to continue believing in something that used to be nothing but an idea. And I thank you for it from there isn't any words. There isn't words for it. I don't know them. I feel like I'm just saying stuff to say stuff, but I can't express how grateful I really am. Because I can say thank you, but I'm more thankful than that. I can say that I love you, but I love you way more than that word portrays. And I can explain here and sit here and tell you all the things that you've done for me, but that wouldn't even do it justice. That's it from me. It's been amazing to talk to you. I completely understand that this video isn't going to be pushed by YouTube, because who am I to expect YouTube to push a video out when I haven't even been asked to film one in 7 weeks? So we have a responsibility right now, and I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video and drop a comment. That would be really, really amazing, and I would greatly appreciate it. With that being said, by the way, this entire time, my neighbour, you can't see her because she's glowing right now, has been ironing very peacefully. She's a lovely lady, and she makes this place will feel a lot more like home. I can't wait to show you the apartment as well, because we've made loads of changes to the apartment in the last 7 weeks. It definitely now feels like a true solid foundation. It did in the beginning, obviously, but it still felt relatively new. But now we've been here for 8 or 9 months. Who knows if we're going to stay here for longer than a year? We probably will. It's a really good place to be, to start making shit happen. So guys, that is it for the first video back. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like, turn on post notifications, subscribe if you haven't already, because it really helps the channel grow, and I will see you in the next freaking video. Peace.